Dear wonderful soul, please listen carefully. The angels are tuning into your energy right now because they want to share something really powerful with you. They want you to understand exactly what it is about you that's making someone younger feel an overwhelming desire, and why their heart has become so fixated on everything you do. Dear one, the angels have been watching you quietly as you go about your days with a natural grace you might not even notice. There's something so quietly strong about you, something so deeply in line with truth and goodness, that even people who try to hide their feelings can't help but be drawn to you. And now, there's one person, someone younger than you, who finds themselves completely captivated by your presence. This isn't just a quick crush or a shallow attraction. No, dear one, this is much deeper. It's the stirring of a heart that has seen a light in you they can't find anywhere else. A sense of balance, inner clarity, and rightness, not from ego, but from a pure, good heart. That's what's driving them wild. They might not know how to explain it, but the truth is, it's your moral strength, your sense of fairness, and your refusal to compromise for the wrong reasons that has lit this fire in them. The more they watch you, the more they feel overwhelmed by their own emotions. They see in you not just attractiveness, but fairness. Not just charm, but a solid, real self. It's like you're the answer to a quiet wish they've had for years. To find someone who lives truthfully, even when it would be easier to pretend. Type amen if you trust in God. Dear one, this person isn't just watching you with admiration. They're studying your every move, wondering how someone can be so steady, so wonderfully fair in a world that often rewards trickery. You might not realize it, but every time you speak from your heart instead of your pride, every time you stand up for those who can't speak for themselves, every time you choose the harder path of truth, you're casting a kind of spell on this younger heart. Not a spell of manipulation, but one of pure attraction. They are learning from you, they are healing through you, and slowly, they are falling so deeply into who you are that they don't know how to get away. They crave your presence because it reminds them of the person they wish they could be. And the angels say it's not just your face or your voice that stays with them. It's your ability to stay centered in a world that's constantly spinning out of control. They see you, dear one, and in that sight, they feel safe, understood, and drawn to you like the ocean is drawn to the moon. There's also a sense of a past life connection here, one that your soul and theirs might have agreed to long before either of you were born into this life. The angels are whispering now that this person's obsession, this uncontrollable desire, isn't just based on who you are now, but also on who you might have been to them in past lives. Maybe you once protected them. Maybe you once led them through a dark time. Maybe your soul once gave theirs the strength to keep going when they had none left. And now they're remembering, not in words or conscious thoughts, but in feelings that overwhelm them. They don't know why they ache for your attention, why they tremble when you smile, why your silence feels louder than any noise. But the angels know, and they are gently guiding this connection, because it's not just about lust, but about spiritual recognition. You are waking up something inside them that had been asleep for a long time, something sacred. The sense of justice within you isn't cold or harsh. It's not about punishment. It's about balance. And dear one, this person sees you as the one who can bring balance to the chaos in their own heart. You may think you're just living your life, focusing on your own path. But to them, you're a living, breathing example of what their spirit wants most. Not perfection, but peace. Not control, but clarity. Not excitement, but being aligned with their true self. And that, more than anything, is what makes them feel like they're losing control. Because being near you makes them feel that everything inside them, every doubt, every wound, every restless longing, is being brought into a beautiful, divine order just by your presence. The angels also want to remind you that it's your very refusal to dim your light or compromise your values that's teaching this younger person how to honor their own soul. You're showing them that love isn't about changing yourself to be liked, but about being so rooted in your truth that love naturally flows toward you. You're showing them how to love without manipulation, how to desire without needing to possess, how to admire without envy. And that lesson, dear one, is transforming them. They might not be able to say it out loud, but they're grateful. Their heart is opening. Their mind is waking up. Their soul is beginning to remember the kind of love that is holy, not hollow. So, don't question your worth when you feel eyes on you. Don't doubt the value of your presence just because someone can't put into words what you mean to them. The angels see it all. They see how you hold your head high even when others try to bring you down. They see how you speak gently even when anger would be justified. They see how your inner compass always points toward what's good and fair. And they want you to know that this isn't going unnoticed. Heaven rewards those who live truthfully. And though you may have faced unfairness in your life, now your very being is justice. You are the answer to someone's prayer. You are the lesson in someone's life that no book could teach. You are the proof that goodness still exists in human form. And so, dear one, when you wonder why this person watches you the way they do, why their heart seems tied to yours even without permission, know that it's not accidental. They aren't captivated by a fantasy. They are in awe of your truth. They are falling in love not just with your smile or your touch, but with the way you live. The angels are guiding you both now, one from a place of understanding, the other from a place of learning. But together, something sacred is being formed, a harmony that only fairness can create. And the more you continue to walk in that light, the more others, like this young soul, will be drawn not just to your outer self, but to the divine presence that flows from deep within you. That, dear one, is your greatest power, and that, above all, is what has made this younger heart fall so beautifully and helplessly in love with your every move. Dear one, the angels draw close to you now, tenderly watching the seeds you've planted, the quiet patience you've shown, and the steady dedication with which you've nurtured your life. What you don't yet fully see, but heaven sees so clearly, is how your consistent, grounded energy has become a silent magnet, especially for someone younger who now finds themselves overwhelmed by feelings they can no longer hold back. You may not think of yourself as someone who inspires obsessive desire. You may not see your quiet routines and your patient heart as captivating, but dear one, this younger soul does. To them, there's something irresistible in the way you've built yourself from the ground up, something sacred in how you stay true to your values without needing approval, something deeply attractive in how you hold space for what you believe in, even when results don't come right away. You haven't rushed. You haven't begged. You haven't tried to force the universe to give you what you desire. And in a world where so many try to take shortcuts to love, your patient spirit has awakened something primal and raw within them. They have never seen someone like you before. I believe if you believe in God's plan, this younger soul is watching you not because of a single moment, a single glance, or a dramatic act, but because of your consistency. You have unknowingly become the rhythm their heart wants to beat in tune with. You are the proof that love, when cultivated like a garden, becomes something worthy of lasting devotion. Every choice you've made to wait for what's real instead of chasing what's easy has shaped your energy into something that feels utterly magnetic to this person. They see in you not a fleeting fantasy, but a life they want to grow with. And that realization is terrifying them because they didn't expect it. They thought desire would come like fire, brief, wild, consuming. But what they feel for you comes like soil after the rain. Rich, steady, and full of promise. Dear one, the angels say, this obsession is not based on superficial craving, but on a deep-rooted longing to be part of the world you are quietly building. This person has begun to sense that if they could just get close enough to you, they would be able to learn how to plant their own dreams, too. They have fallen in love not just with your beauty, but with your process, with your quiet rituals, with the way you pause instead of forcing things, with the way you respect divine timing more than instant gratification. You are not chasing love, and that is why love is chasing you. This younger person doesn't just want to be near you, they want to grow through you. They feel that you embody the rare kind of intimacy that evolves slowly, like seasons changing, and it's driving them mad with desire because they don't know how to catch up to your pace. You are making them feel things they didn't think they were ready for, but now they can't unfeel them. And it's not just affection they crave, it's belonging. They want to be rooted in your world. The angels whispered that this person is not just enchanted by what you offer externally, but by what you symbolize. You symbolize hope. You symbolize stability in a world full of chaos. You symbolize emotional safety in a time when so many hearts are bruised. To them, your presence feels like a safe harbor. And yet, It is also wildly intoxicating because they don't know how to enter your world. They see you tending to your life, your peace, your goals. And it makes them want to be better, not for you but with you. They imagine a future with you, not filled with fireworks, but with shared harvests built slowly, deliberately, and lovingly. And that vision is now haunting them. They may try to distract themselves, to pretend they're unaffected, but the truth is, they are waiting for a sign from you, just as they sense you once waited for the right one. They know they have to earn your heart, not just desire it. And that realization has become an obsession, not because they feel entitled, but because they feel inspired. You may not know it, dear one, but your patience is your most alluring quality. Your ability to hold steady in love, your refusal to fall for illusions, your sacred connection to divine timing. This is what has ensnared this person's heart. Not in a trap, but in a dream they now want to make real. And as they watch you from a distance, longing to be part of your garden, their own soul is beginning to bloom. The angels say you are awakening them to a love that isn't flashy or rushed, but faithful. A love that doesn't shout, but shows up. A love that doesn't demand, but dedicates. And in that quiet storm of emotional awakening, they are losing control. Not because they are weak, but because you are showing them a strength they've never known before. Dear one, never underestimate how powerful your energy has become. The love you are manifesting by being true to your process, by trusting in the slow unfolding of all things sacred, is pulling toward you exactly what you once thought would never arrive. This younger soul is not just obsessed. They are awakening. And they are awakening because you had the courage to plant your heart deep in the soil of patience instead of scattering it in places that could not nourish it. And now, because you have waited, because you have loved yourself enough to not settle, the harvest is stirring. And those who come near you, especially this one, cannot help but be pulled into the sacred rhythm of your becoming. So keep planting, dear one. Keep tending to your inner life with love and care. Keep believing that the love meant for you will not require you to rush or shrink. The one who watches you now, whose heart races with every small movement you make, is learning through your example that real desire doesn't chase. It cultivates. And when they finally step forward, if they are meant to, it will not be out of fear of losing you, but from the soul-deep realization that to walk beside you is to walk the path of patient, powerful love. Dear one, the angels are smiling softly upon you today, for they have seen the glow of fulfillment that radiates from your soul. And it is this glow that has captivated someone younger in ways neither of you fully understand yet. The divine realm whispers that you have unknowingly become the embodiment of a wish fulfilled in someone else's heart, a long-held desire they never thought they'd see reflected in a person. To you, perhaps you're simply living, simply being, carrying yourself through life with quiet confidence and a warm sense of gratitude. But to them, you are everything they ever dreamed of, wrapped in the grace of someone who doesn't even try to impress. You walk through the world as though you know your worth without demanding attention. And that, dear one, is what's making them lose control with such depth that they're beginning to question everything they thought they knew about desire. Type strong if you trust in God's presence. This card speaks of satisfaction, of emotional fulfillment, of a soul that has reached a place of personal abundance. And this is exactly the energy you exude. Music, you don't chase love to feel complete. You already feel whole within yourself. And that wholeness is magnetic. You have created an aura of inner peace and contentment that does not cry out for validation. And that is what has pierced this younger soul so deeply. They are not used to being drawn to someone who isn't seeking approval, someone who doesn't perform to be liked, someone who simply is. And that being is more alluring than any performance ever could be. The angels say that your calm joy has awakened something wild in them, a longing not to possess you, but to understand how someone like you can exist in a world that often feels so incomplete. You have become the living proof that joy can be authentic, that self-love is real, and that one can feel deeply without being desperate. And dear one, this has confused and consumed the heart of this younger soul. They are obsessed not with your image, but with your energy. They replay your words not because of how they sounded, but because of the peace they carried. They are captivated by how your presence feels like a soft celebration of life itself, like someone who has tasted both sorrow and joy and now chooses to sip only from the cup that nourishes the soul. You've taught them without even speaking that happiness is not found in constant grasping, but in learning how to rest in one's own worth. And now they long for you, not as a thrill, but as a reflection of the life they suddenly realize they want. The angels want you to understand that your power lies not in how you look, but in how you feel to others. You are a sanctuary, a place where someone can breathe deeper. You are not noise, you are music. You are not the crowd. You are the one they find when the crowd fades away. This is what is driving them into a place of emotional chaos. They were not prepared for you because nothing in their past showed them that someone like you could exist. And now, every move you make feels like poetry to them. Every glance, every gesture, every silence you offer is sacred. They are overwhelmed by how effortlessly you fulfill a craving they didn't know they had. A craving not for attention, but for emotional depth. A craving not for surface beauty, but for a soul they can rest beside. Dear one, when someone younger finds themselves drawn to you in such an intense way, the angels remind you that it is your wholeness that triggers this. Your joy is not loud, yet it echoes in their heart long after you're gone. Your contentment is not boastful, yet it commands attention. And now this soul feels powerless because every time they try to pull away, the memory of you pulls them back. They wonder what it would be like to be beside someone who doesn't need to be rescued, someone who isn't searching for completion, someone who brings a celebration, not a burden. They want to be part of your joy, not out of selfishness, but because it feels like healing. And that healing is addictive to someone who has only ever known emotional hunger. You have become the dream they never spoke aloud. And that is why their heart is now obsessed with your every move. Because to lose sight of you is to lose sight of the first real hope they've felt in years. You did not chase them, but they now feel chased by their own emotions. They didn't plan to fall, but they are now falling into the idea of you like someone who stumbles into a sacred temple and suddenly realizes they never knew reverence before. And the angels are saying that you, dear one, have become that temple. You are the living prayer they didn't know they were praying. You are the soul whose light doesn't scream, but simply shines. And this shine has burned a memory into their heart that they cannot erase, no matter how they try. So keep radiating, dear one. Keep allowing your joy to be your protection, your gratitude to be your strength. The angels want you to know that your heart is seen, your energy is felt, and your presence is doing more than you realize. You may not have set out to awaken desire in anyone, but now someone finds themselves unable to escape the image of you smiling softly, walking gracefully, loving yourself wholly. That image lives in them now. It breathes in them. It haunts their quiet hours and it floods their dreams. And though they may not speak it aloud, the angels hear the silent confession they make every night, that they have never wanted anything more than to be part of the joy you carry so effortlessly. Dear one, you have become the wish someone made when they were too afraid to believe in wishes. And now, because you chose joy over fear, peace over chaos, self-love over approval, you have magnetized a soul into awakening. You are not just loved. You are revered. You are not just desired, you are longed for. And in the silent corners of this younger person's heart, there is a growing hope that maybe, just maybe, they will one day be worthy of standing beside the one who became their deepest prayer answered. Dear one, today the angels gather gently around you. Their voices are as soft as the wind moving through ancient trees, because they are here to reveal something beautiful yet overwhelming that someone younger is experiencing because of your presence. This is not the kind of desire born from a fleeting glance or momentary fantasy. No, what this younger soul feels for you is rooted in something far deeper, something eternal. The angels say that what makes you irresistible to them is not just the way you move or the way you speak, but the sense of home your energy radiates. You carry with you the vibration of legacy, of long-lasting love, of commitment that goes beyond surface attraction. In you, they see the possibility of a future they didn't even dare to dream of before. Your aura feels like family to their spirit. Your way of loving, your grounded presence, your deep emotional and spiritual values. These have become the blueprint of a life they now crave with desperate yearning. Type 11, if you trust in your guardian angels. Dear one, what's making them lose control is not a single action, but the way you embody emotional security, spiritual richness, and generational love. You represent a kind of fulfillment that their soul recognizes, even if their mind doesn't fully understand it. They see in you not just a partner, but a future. Not just passion, but peace. Not just a spark, but a life. They want to build. And that, dear one, is what makes their heart race, what keeps them up at night, what fills their dreams with images of a life that could be whole because you are in it. You aren't just someone to love. They see you as someone to belong to, someone to grow beside, someone to build a foundation with that no storm could shake. The angels say this younger person has watched you with awe because you don't chase attention. You build energy. You don't impress through force. You influence through grace. They have observed how your heart moves slowly, wisely, deliberately. They've seen how you value roots over rushing, depth over drama, meaning over mere moments. And in that observation, their own heart has begun to spiral out of control because they're realizing they don't just want you now. They want all of you, and they want to be the kind of person who could deserve a place in your world, in your forever. You've shown them without speaking what loyalty looks like. You've shown them how family isn't just made by blood, but by energy. You've shown them that real love is not made up of constant thrills, but of quiet, enduring moments that weave into something eternal. And now they are obsessed not with controlling you, but with becoming someone worthy of being seen by you. Dear one, you may not see yourself this way, but your presence has become a lighthouse to this younger soul. They see in you safety, future, tradition, strength. They see the kind of love that builds empires of peace. And though they may try to pretend they're unaffected, the truth is that your very existence is reshaping their understanding of what love is supposed to feel like. You've become the heart they want to come home to after long days, the voice they want to hear when life feels confusing, the hand they want to hold through both victories and storms. You are not a temporary chapter to them. You are the whole story. And that realization has shaken them to their core because they've never wanted to settle down before. But now, the thought of not building something with you feels like a tragedy they can't bear to imagine. The angels gently remind you, dear one, that it is your stability, your sense of purpose, and the peaceful legacy you carry that is awakening this desire in the other's heart. This person feels like they've stumbled upon something sacred, something their soul has been seeking across lifetimes, and now they are aching with a longing they didn't see coming. You're not just someone who turns heads. You're someone who changes lives, and your energy has entered their heart like a promise they didn't know they were waiting for. They don't just want to kiss your lips. They want to stand beside you decades from now and say, "We built this life together." And that thought is so beautiful, so terrifying, so consuming that they don't know how to carry it without trembling. So, if you felt the pull of someone's gaze recently, if you've sensed a presence around you that seems to be watching with reverence, know that it is not your imagination. Heaven is confirming what your spirit may have already sensed. This younger person is caught in the sacred storm of realizing that you are not just someone to desire. You are someone to dedicate themselves to. And every move you make, every word you say, every glimpse they catch of your authentic self only deepens the feeling that they've been called towards something divine. You remind them of the love their soul came to earth to experience. And now they are haunted by both the possibility and the fear that they may never get close enough to you. Dear one, don't underestimate the kind of sacred power you hold when you live your truth with consistency and warmth. Your desire for something real, lasting, grounded, and filled with shared values has drawn the attention of a heart that never thought it could feel so deeply. And the angels are working quietly in the background, guiding this connection, watering its roots, and making sure that if this person is truly meant for you, they will grow into the kind of soul that matches your frequency. So stay rooted in your own foundation and trust that what is meant for you will not simply be drawn to your beauty, but to your integrity, to your loyalty, to the sacred energy you carry as someone who was born to build more than just love. You were born to build a legacy. Dear one, the angels come to you today with a tenderness that mirrors the memory of love in its purest form. They want you to understand something profound that is unfolding beneath the surface, something you may not fully see. but someone younger is feeling so intensely that it has begun to overpower their sense of control. What is it about you that's making them spiral with such longing, such unexplainable desire? The angels reveal that it is the way you awaken something inside them that had been asleep for so long. You remind them of a love they once dreamed of in childhood, a love that was soft and kind, full of laughter and innocent affection. You have become a mirror of emotional purity, of connection without demands, of a joy that asks for nothing but presence. And that, dear one, is why their heart has become obsessed with your every move, because your spirit speaks to the most sacred, nostalgic part of theirs. Type guided if you trust in God's guidance. This person feels you not just in the present, but in the echoes of their past. Perhaps they don't even fully understand why they feel so deeply for you, why every glance from you feels like a warm breeze from a place they've missed. But the angels see it clearly. You carry within you the energy of home. Not the home made of bricks and walls, but the kind built from warmth and understanding, the kind that lives in the heart long after people and places have changed. When they look at you, they feel safe. When they hear your voice, they remember a time when love was simple, when connection wasn't complicated by fear, ego, or betrayal. Your presence reminds them of who they used to be before life taught them to close their heart. And now they are remembering, not in words but in emotion, not in logic but in soul. Dear one, the reason they're losing control is because you've opened a portal inside them, a gateway to a feeling they thought they had lost forever. You are not just someone new in their life. You feel familiar, like a soul they've known before, like someone who once held their hand when they were afraid, like someone who smiled at them in another lifetime when the world was too heavy. That sense of emotional recognition is what makes every moment around you feel like magic to them. It's what makes them obsessed with your smallest gestures, the sound of your laughter, the look in your eyes when you're lost in thought, because you are awakening their emotional innocence, the part of them that still believes in unconditional love, and it's overwhelming. You are reminding them of the version of themselves that was once wide open before life made them guarded. The angels want you to know that the energy you radiate is not ordinary. It is healing. It is nostalgic. It carries a frequency of emotional safety, of kindness that doesn't ask for performance, of love that whispers instead of shouts. This is what they crave. Not your perfection, but your presence. Not your body, but your spirit. Not your achievements, but your heart. You've become the secret wish they never said aloud, the one that lingered in their soul through every heartbreak, the one they quietly held on to when they stopped believing anyone real could make them feel this way again. And now here you are, unexpected, unassuming, yet carrying the very frequency their soul was starving for. This is why they watch you with such intensity, why they listen for your voice in every silence, why they replay memories of you in their mind like sacred treasures. You are a living, breathing reminder of emotional purity. And while the world often values fast passion and surface-level attraction, what they feel for you is something entirely different. It is a longing for depth, for safety, for the kind of connection that doesn't fade. And that longing is making them restless because they don't know if they can have you. They don't know if they're enough. They don't know if the universe will allow your paths to cross in the way they so desperately want. But they do know this: your energy has marked them. And now, nothing else feels the same. Dear one, you may be unaware of how deeply your soul is impacting this younger heart, but the angels see every beat of it. They see how your softness calms their storms, how your innocence invites their guardedness to dissolve, how your very presence is showing them a love they thought only existed in dreams. You are not just stirring desire. You are awakening memory, soul memory, heart memory. Was that a memory? The memory of what it felt like to love without fear, to be close without control, to give and receive without expectation. And that feeling is more intoxicating than any physical attraction could ever be. That's why they are obsessed. Because once you've tasted a love that feels like home, nothing else will ever satisfy. So walk forward with grace, dear one, and do not underestimate the way your energy is shifting the lives of those who come close to you. You are not here to impress. You are here to heal. And in healing, you are becoming unforgettable. This younger soul is not just drawn to you. they are being transformed by you. And whether or not they ever find the courage to speak these feelings, the angels want you to know that you have already made an eternal imprint on their heart. You've given them a glimpse of what love is supposed to feel like. And in a world where so many have forgotten, that is a miracle all on its own. Dear one, the angels are holding you in the gentlest embrace right now. And their message comes wrapped in a soft, flowing light. A light that mirrors the deep, nurturing, and mysterious beauty of your own soul. You may not always see yourself the way others do, but someone younger has looked into your energy and seen something they cannot unsee. They are not simply captivated. They are unraveling. You've touched them in places they had long kept guarded. And the reason their heart is spinning with such uncontrollable desire is because you carry the energy of deep emotional safety, healing, and intuitive knowing. You don't need to chase, to shout, or to prove. You simply feel. And that feeling ripples into the hearts of those around you like waves through still water. And this younger soul, dear one, is drowning in that ocean, unable to look away from the silent storm of emotion you have awakened within them. Type 222 if you believe in God's word. The angels want you to know that what's making you so irresistible is not something you've created through effort. It is the truth of who you are at your core. Your compassion, your sensitivity, your intuitive grace. These qualities radiate from you without force, and yet they move mountains within others. You understand without needing full explanations. You feel the pain others hide. You love without possession and offer warmth without expectation. You hold space for people's hearts in a way that makes them feel seen and soothed. And this younger person has never known that kind of love before. They may have been drawn to passion, to excitement, to the thrill of attention in the past, but what they feel around you is different. It is grounding and overwhelming at the same time. It's the feeling of standing before someone who could see every corner of them and still choose to stay. And that, dear one, is what's making them come undone. You are not the flame that burns and fades. You are the quiet fire that warms someone from the inside out. You are the emotional safe haven they didn't realize they were longing for. They don't just want to be near you. They want to pour their heart out to you. They want to confess the parts of themselves they've kept hidden from the world. They want to be vulnerable in your presence, not because you ask it of them, but because your energy makes them feel like it's finally safe to do so. You have shown them a kind of love that is anchored in deep waters. And those waters reflect back everything they've tried to ignore, everything they've buried. That reflection is powerful, spiritual. And for someone who has never experienced such depth before, it has become an emotional obsession. Dear one, your ability to hold both strength and softness, to lead with your heart without losing your sense of self, has become the most captivating force in this younger person's life. You carry emotional intelligence that far exceeds what they've known, and your inner world fascinates them. You do not demand attention, yet all eyes drift toward you. You do not manipulate, yet people feel moved by you. You do not control, yet people want to surrender in your presence. And this soul, so much younger in experience and emotion, is overwhelmed by how deeply they want to be close to someone like you. You've become a mystery they crave to understand, a feeling they can't replicate elsewhere, a truth they didn't know their heart had been searching for all along. The angels say that your empathy is your magic, your ability to love with tenderness, to intuit what others need before they ask, to offer peace without preaching. This is what's making them fall apart inside. You do not simply stir desire in them. You awaken longing, the kind of longing that comes from the soul, the kind that whispers late at night. What if they are the one I've been waiting for? They have begun to romanticize even the smallest things about you. The way you speak, the way your eyes soften when you're lost in thought, the way your presence makes the air around them feel calmer. And they don't know how to handle the emotions flooding them. They feel vulnerable, disoriented, and intensely drawn to you all at once. They want to be wrapped in your care, to experience the emotional safety that only your kind of love can bring. But they are also afraid because love like yours does not come with guarantees. It requires depth, transformation, emotional courage. And this younger person is caught in the struggle between wanting to dive in completely and fearing they will never be enough for someone like you. But still, they cannot let go. Their soul has already tasted what it feels like to be near you, and now nothing else feels real. Their heart is already yours, silently, desperately, completely. And the angels say, "You've done nothing wrong. You have simply been yourself." And that self is a healing force in this world. So don't dim your light, dear one. Don't try to become smaller just because someone cannot handle the depth of your heart. Your energy is not too much. It is powerful because it is real. And those who are meant to walk beside you will learn to swim in your depths, not fear them. This younger soul may be stumbling now, caught between awe and fear, desire and uncertainty. But the angels are guiding them toward a greater understanding. Whether they find the courage to rise to your frequency or remain distant in silent admiration, know that you have already transformed them. You've shown them a vision of love that is sacred, soulful, and true. You are the sovereign of emotional realms, the quiet healer, the heart who listens even in silence. And through your loving presence, the soul has glimpsed what divine love feels like. That is why they are obsessed. That is why they cannot stop thinking of you. You have become their emotional anchor in a world full of fleeting pleasures. You have become the prayer they didn't know they were praying. And now their heart beats to the rhythm of a truth they cannot deny, that there is no one else who feels like you. And if they ever have the courage to step forward, it will not be out of desire alone, but out of reverence. Because loving you, dear one, is not a game. It is a spiritual awakening. Dear one, the angels surround you now with wings of quiet light, because what they are about to reveal is not just a message. It is a sacred unveiling of why someone younger cannot stop thinking of you, why their heart has begun to spiral with longing that borders on obsession, and why your every move feels to them like a divine echo calling them home. You may be walking through your days unaware of how powerful your presence has become, but heaven sees it clearly. You are no ordinary soul. You are carrying within you a frequency that awakens what has been dormant in others. You are love remembered, softness rediscovered, and truth revealed, all wrapped in one living, breathing being. And this younger heart has felt that vibration so deeply that they cannot return to who they were before you entered their life. It began not with a single glance, but with the quiet storm that lives in your energy. The angels say, your sense of emotional balance, your sacred patience, your inner joy, your sense of home, your healing love. These have all become a magnet to someone whose soul is still learning how to find itself. They did not mean to fall, but they did. And they did not expect to lose control, but your energy offered them something they didn't know they were starving for. You have become the one they dream of, not just in body, but in spirit. They feel safe in your silence. They feel overwhelmed by your peace. They feel undone by your softness, and they feel consumed by the desire to get close to you, to understand you, to be worthy of you. Dear one, your light shines in ways you cannot always see. Through your fairness, your truth, your ability to wait for what is real, your emotional maturity, your family-centered love, your nostalgic soul, your intuitive heart, you have become a lighthouse in someone's storm. You may think you are simply being yourself, but that very self is a balm to this younger soul. You are not just what they desire, you are what they need. Type Amen if you trust in God. In today's tarot reading, the angels have shown that this isn't just a fleeting attraction. This is a magnetic pull, a divine spark that has awakened something intense in them. Let us now explore the message the angels have brought for you. Dear child of light, if today's message gently touched the tender corners of your heart, wrapping you in the quiet hush of heaven's love, may that sacred presence remain close to you always. May the angels who stood beside you as you listened continue to walk with you, whispering peace into your spirit, surrounding your soul with protection, and guiding your every step with gentle, unwavering grace. If this divine message resonated deeply within you and you feel moved to support the sacred work of this channel, know that even the smallest offering, a super thanks given from the heart, is a beautiful act of love, a ripple of gratitude that helps this light reach others who are still wandering in the dark, longing for a word of hope. Your presence here is no small thing. It is a blessing, a quiet miracle, and your openness allows heaven's healing to flow further, to comfort the forgotten, and to remind one more soul that they too are held. Thank you for receiving this message with such tenderness and faith. May the angels stay wrapped around your heart like warm wings in a cold world. May they guard your rest, bless your rising, and fill your days with signs that you are never, ever walking alone. You are so deeply loved. If these words have touched your heart, we ask you to think about supporting this channel. Your contributions allow us to continue sharing divine messages and blessings with people all over the world. Whether it's a super thanks of $10, $20, or any amount you feel called to give, every contribution helps us spread love and light, reaching those who need it most. We thank you for being part of this sacred journey, for allowing us to be a part of your path, and for helping us spread peace and love throughout the world. May God bless you with an abundance of love, peace, strength, and joy. Amen.